All right, so my research looked to address the issues of concussion history on reactive agility performance, specifically for an elite population. So statistics have shown since 2012, there's been an estimated between 2 to 4 million concussions that occur each year. And what we know is that following these concussions, there are these neurological disruptions that can affect an athlete's capacity to do things such as interpret incoming stimuli and then be able to process that cognitively, which could ultimately result in some alteration in their movement patterns. So current assessment methods generally include something like a patient symptom inventory as well as a balance assessment and things like that. But what research is showing is that these tasks are not sensitive enough to be able to identify these more complex neurological processes that are generally associated with sports, things such as visuomotor reaction time and then things like muscle reactive patterns. So what that means for us is that we're sending these athletes back to their sport too early and they have these lingering deficits. So that puts them at an increased risk to sustain another injury as well as possibly have another concussion. So we believe that for a potential solution is that the implementation of a dual task assessment, which is having the athlete complete 2 tasks concurrently, so something like having them recite the alphabet backwards while they're balancing on one leg. And we believe that this would be a better way to identify these deficits. So we think that dual task assessments better replicate those same type of complex neurological processes that are associated with sports. So we hypothesize that this dual task paradigm will be able to better detect these minute deficiencies as compared to having a single task assessment. So over the summer, a classmate and I, we have the opportunity to go to the Olympic Training Center out in Colorado Springs. We'll be able to work with Olympic level athletes, and what we'll do is establish a baseline assessment of their dual task and single task performance, as well as have them complete a questionnaire that will have them look at how previous injury has an influence on their current musculoskeletal function, and also have them look at how post-concussive symptoms such as headaches or trouble remembering things if they're having any symptoms like that currently. So with all that being said, we know that the current body of knowledge of concussion is relatively small, so we believe that the information gathered from this project will have huge influence and potential benefits for clinicians, and that it will have a better understanding of what the correlation and the persisting effects of these injuries and concussions have on these athletes. So with that, we could be able to begin developing better, improved methods of assessing these athletes before we return them to play, and also be able to create better, improved rehab protocols so we can prevent these initial injuries as well as these reoccurring injuries as well.